You're listening to the Dave and Beck Show.
Bek and Dave.
You're making this difficult. I am Dave.
And I'm Beck. What is wrong with you, David?
I'm exhausted.
From what?
New year, a whole nother 365 days.
We have such different outlooks
There's no-
because I'm like, a new year.
I just got done last year and not to do a
Right.
whole nother year.
That's how years go. And you know what's super special about this year is that the first is Sunday. It was a Sunday. So the first day of the brand new year is the first day of the week.
I disagree.
Oh my God, I think it's amazing. It feels like a brand new fresh start. Like it feels like I'm walking out in the meadow and the sun is shining on my face and there's just endless possibilities for this year ahead.
I disagree that Monday's the first day of the week. It's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday was the first. Sunday the 1st of January.
I mean, I disagree that Sunday's the first. It's Monday's the first day of the week.
No, you don't. Now you're trying to backpedal.
No, I meant that. That's what I meant.
You really think that Monday's the first day of the week?
Yes, Sunday's the seventh day.
Have you ever looked at a calendar? What day is listed first, David?
It doesn't matter because the calendar makers don't decide.
It's been this way for centuries.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Sunday, right, is
Okay.
the day when everyone goes to church.
Yeah, or you rest or whatever.
It's the day of rest.
Yeah.
The
You're-
Bible says the seventh day is the day of rest. So that would mean Monday would start
No.
the week.
You're wrong.
Now, look, I'm not super
Okay,
religious.
here.
I'm just saying that the
What-
calendar's
when
probably based
you-
off the Bible.
When you teach your kids the days of the week, do you say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or do you start with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
You're
Friday,
full of
Saturday,
shit.
Sunday.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
You're full of shit.
I'm not lying.
You really do it like that?
I really
So
do.
then when they're in school and they say recite the days of the week and they're like Monday, Tuesday, and the teacher's like, you're setting
Why
them
do you
up
mean,
for failure.
third days of the week? You're not wrong.
Do you know when I was a kid, I thought tomorrow was a day listed in the week, so I would just throw it in there like
See, you
Sunday,
just
Monday,
disqualified
tomorrow,
yourself.
Tuesday.
You just disqualified yourself.
It was
from
when I was a
being
kid, bro.
able to argue it on anything. You can't argue on anything anymore.
At all. My card's been
You were
revoked.
fully disqualified from ever sounding smart.
Sunday is the first day of the week, though.
No,
It
it's
truly
Monday.
is.
It's Monday.
Okay, the day you can get those changed on a calendar is the day that I'll agree with you.
What if
Who
I
do you
had
need
a,
to call? The president?
What if I had a calendar made that did that?
Because that's something you made, though. No, I'm saying worldwide it changes.
What about the people who make calendars right now, or just calendars that they made?
Yeah, but it's everybody's calendar.
No, it's just theirs. We just have to follow it because they're the
No,
calendar
it's
makers.
everybody's calendars, David.
We
No
could-
one makes a calendar that starts with Monday as the first day of the week.
I'm just saying, Monday's the first day of the week.
You could not be more wrong about this, but
All right.
I digress.
Anyway, I'm just saying, calendar probably came about because of the Bible.
Could be.
I think.
Probably.
Maybe not. I don't know. Bible says seventh day. Seventh day is the day everyone goes to church. Boom.
No,
Last day of the
seventh
week.
day was the day that God rested after making the
Yeah,
earth.
and it was a Sunday.
How do you know it was a Sunday?
He
It
told
could have
me.
been Saturday. It doesn't say in the Bible, it just says on the seventh day. So it could have been Saturday.
All right. Let's agree to disagree that I'm right. Okay. All right. New year,
New year.
new game.
Oh, I thought you were going to
I-
say new you.
We're gonna do a new game.
I love this.
I made this up myself.
Oh,
Okay.
can't wait to play.
The rules will be made up as we go.
Perfect. I would expect nothing less from David.
But if you do not successfully complete this game
hmm
correctly, 100% right,
Oh,
we can no longer continue this podcast.
there is a lot on the line.
Okay. This is the only way I
You
could get out of
should
this.
Never make a game show.
It's the only way
You're
I
like,
can get out of this.
if you don't get all this right, you die.
I mean, sometimes it needs to be done.
Push you off the plank.
Right. All right. This is
Okay.
called, it's called the clickbait game.
Okay.
Okay.
already
I'm going
intrigued.
to read stories to you,
Okay.
titles, and you're going to tell me whether you think it's clickbait,
Okay.
a story that matters,
Okay.
or a who cares story.
Oh.
Okay.
Clickbait,
And we'll
a story that
discuss.
matters, or a who cares story.
Yes.
And this isn't going to be based on how I interpret it. I have to answer based on how.
No. I want this
You
how
would
you
interpret
would.
it.
How you would. There's
Yeah,
no
but what
right
if
or
I
wrong
get it
answer.
wrong?
There's no right or wrong answer. I was just
Okay.
kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
I want your true. I want you to just be honest.
Okay. Let me put on my honest cap.
So.
Oh, it's already on because I'm always on.
Yeah. Right. That's a lie. Okay. First story.
Okay.
Megan Fox is currently seeking a girlfriend while sporting her new favorite accessory. Would you click on that? And why?
Is there a picture that goes along with it? Because maybe I'm interested in this accessory.
There is a picture, but you can't tell what it is.
That's definitely clickbait. There's no way that that's real because she's
No,
in
it's
a
real.
relationship with that guy.
Well, I mean, it's a real story.
Oh, yeah.
But when I say clickbait, I mean like
I think that one is clickbait because everyone knows she's in that relationship with Machine Gun Kelly. So it's like if she's looking for a girlfriend, they're just trying to get you. But honestly, probably in this story, then it's going to be talking about how it's like not like a girlfriend.
yeah,
Her sister.
I feel like it's like
a friend that was a gal.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I right?
I mean, I'm gonna accept that.
Yeah.
Okay, clickbait or who cares, right?
Oh.
Like who the fuck cares what Megan Fox is wearing?
I mean, I would
Except
say that,
Megan Fox.
well, there's some celebrities that like, okay, if that story was like Hillary Duff, you won't believe this affordable accessory that Hillary Duff wears all the time.
Yeah, that's.
I would click on it.
I know you would.
I'm
You're
sorry, I
freaking
would.
Crazy. Next one. King Charles will reportedly pay for Prince Andrew's private security after refusing to do so for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. How would you treat that?
Oh,
Legitimate? Who cares? Or like totally just
I would eat
clickbait.
that up because I'm all about the royal family.
oh my
drama right
freaking
now.
God.
I would click right on that and I'd
That-
be like, "Are you serious?" And I would just
You would read that.
gobble it up.
That is
for
a
sure.
who cares again. Okay? Let me tell you why. Why the fuck do we care about the freaking royals?
I totally do.
Who cares about
Oh
that?
my gosh, when Harry and Meghan did that thing with Oprah and Oprah was like, "Were you silent or were you silenced?" That spoke to me.
Next one. I paid $300 for 2 nights in an Airstream trailer. It was my first time sleeping in one, and I'll never do it again in a city.
Who cares?
That's a who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a who cares. Ding, you get a point. Let me just tell you why it's a who cares. Why do I see these articles about people who suddenly become these experts because they paid $300 to do something? Okay? Or you'll see one like, I'm a lawyer and I will never go to this restaurant again. Like, why the fuck does that matter? Why
not a
are you
chef.
writing a story?
It's true.
And why am I clicking on it?
Why am I reading every word of it? There are certain titles though that they just get you.
I hate those ones.
What pisses me off though is when you click on it because it's like, my psycho neighbor tried to kill me. Okay, so I click on that.
Right.
And it has nothing to do. There's no murder
Right.
tried to take place.
It's like how I told you we need to do a thing where we say, check out this podcast. Kim Kardashian listens to it.
right.
Even though she doesn't, and we won't.
Wait, now you can't tell everybody our plan. This is a perfect plan.
All right, next one. These 4 morning habits are actually so bad for hair loss, experts say.
Well, would you click on that one? That seems more. I don't want to say.
I didn't pick this so you could tease me. That seriously though, would you click on that? These 4 morning habits
When
are
you-
actually so bad for hair loss, experts say. I don't even know if that's even English, but
Well, the thing is, you first got me with these 4 morning habits.
yeah,
I would absolutely click on stuff like that.
that's
typically.
clickbait. You're wrong.
No, I love hearing what other people do to become successful.
All right, next one. I ate at the oldest operating restaurant on the planet to see if it was a tourist trap or worth the hype.
I click on that.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Who cares? I don't care that you went and ate at the oldest operating restaurant.
No, but like, I mean, what if you do you not like to travel? I mean, that should entice you to be like, well, what is the
I'll
oldest
tell you
operating?
what, if I ever decide to, I'll Google it. But until then, don't give me a damn article.
Why? Because you didn't know it existed until you could click on this and then be like, you know what?
So
that
you'd
actually
click
sounds
on
kind of
that.
fun.
You only got 1 point so far. You're not doing well.
You said there were no right or wrong answers.
All right, next one. My flight got canceled right before Christmas, so I rented a car with 3 strangers and drove 20 hours home.
Ooh.
Would you click? Who cares? Or clickbait? Who cares? Or legitimate story?
Ugh. It sounds kind of like a Hallmark movie, but I feel like it's a little bit of like a who cares. No, actually, with 3 strangers, I would be curious enough to be like, are these all men? Is there a mixture of boys and girls? Like,
Wow.
How did they bond over at the airport? I'd click on that.
Next.
Okay.
1 point so far.
Shit.
Oh, that one, clickbait or who cares? Either one I would have accepted.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I don't think you've said any of these are ones that are worth clicking on yet.
I'm glad you
Your
noticed.
criteria is high.
No, it's not. That's the problem. Okay, that's the problem. Next one. This pillowy kitchen mat is better than insoles, and it's only $20 right now.
Oh, I wouldn't care. Maybe if I had bad feet, I would care, but I wouldn't care about that. Is that one that you'd read every word to?
No. No. Those are clickbait. And let me just tell you.
Because they're trying to sell you something.
They're trying to sell you something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure, right? Or they're just trying to get like an extra 10 cents for you clicking on it. But if you ever notice, they put those out a lot too, and they're just trying to get you to like buy something. Mm-hmm. And it's always like Amazon's top selling pen right now is only $3 and it writes so perfect. Oh. And people are like, oh, I need a new pen. Click.
You know what I love though? And you probably will disagree with me, but when every single article I see that's like the 10 best things that I found on Amazon, I click on it.
Yeah.
Or especially if it's like top 10 kitchen items under $30 on Amazon, I click on it.
Yeah, don't.
And then I go to Amazon and I buy the whole list.
No, don't. Because all you're doing.
But I didn't know about these things before.
You are feeding the trolls.
Is Amazon?
They're not trolls, but you know what I'm saying. You're feeding them. You're giving them money every time you click on these things, and they're just going to keep making these stupid stories.
Are you telling me you never look at an Amazon list? Like you're never intrigued by. What if it was
I did it one time.
Top 10 things to get your wife from Amazon?
I bought pillows.
Oh, from Amazon?
No, well, yeah, but it was because I decided to listen to one of these articles.
Oh, okay.
They said Amazon's top selling pillow right now is on a sale for whatever it was. I forget what the amount was. I bought those 2 pillows. I thought top selling, it must be good. Yeah. It's on Amazon, top selling Amazon.
Who buys a pillow that you haven't tried out?
You can't try it out. It's online purchasing.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Well, Did
the pillows turn out bad? That's on you.
They turned out bad. They were hotel pillows, which are terrible.
Yeah.
And let me just say, never again. Never again.
You're like, I'm never buying a pillow for $2.50 ever again.
No, I'm never clicking on these freaking Amazon makes this, Amazon best this. These are just people putting links so that you buy it through their link. They make some money.
But you picked the worst one. That's on you, my guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're
pillows.
All the worst.
I would never order a pillow that I wasn't able to lay my head upon first to see if I wanted it.
The words top selling is bogus anyway. I don't believe it.
Why? Don't you think Amazon can pull those numbers?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're saying it's top selling on Amazon, so it doesn't matter. It's just
I get what you're saying.
What I'm saying is they're just saying that to get you to think, oh, this must be a good product.
Right.
But saying top selling doesn't mean it's a good product. It just means there's a bunch of freaking idiots out there like me buying this shitty pillow.
And you'll never be bamboozled again.
Never. Next one. A TikToker who said she has a science PhD begged viewers to stop asking a man to explain things she's already explained.
That's so vague.
I thought you might like this article.
Do I have nothing going on? Am I wasting time? Do I just have my phone with me in the bathroom? Because then maybe I'd click on it, but on my everyday life, I wouldn't care about that.
I would have thought for sure this was one for you to
click.
Why? Because it's about a woman who's mad that a man is getting.
You just get offended when I say any man is mansplaining something. You just take it personally for all men out there.
But is this mansplaining if the viewers go to the man and ask? So should she be offended? I brought this article up not because this is really part of the game.
Yeah.
It was more because I was curious what your thoughts were.
No, for that, I feel like that lady just needs to chill out.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Should we ask a man if they agree with you?
That's not even what mansplaining is.
No, I know. She's not saying mansplaining.
Yeah.
She's just saying, hey, I got a PhD,
Yeah.
a science PhD.
Listen
You
to
don't
me
need to go
instead.
ask a guy.
Right.
And it says the guy doesn't, says he's a first grade phys ed teacher.
Are they
I'm kidding.
Oh. I was like, I'm so confused. I feel like there's a lot of holes in this story that don't make sense.
So the woman explains something in science. You go to the phys ed teacher to check it out. Do you agree with this?
Fact check it. Fact check
Yeah.
I mean, is she fighting with a man that does the same things that she does, and so she's just upset that people go to him instead?
She said to stop tagging Hank Green in her content.
Oh.
She said she has a PhD in physics, which is more relevant expertise than Green.
Oh. See, maybe I am interested, I guess, because I'm asking about it and then you clicked on it. So you yourself, what do you rate this as? I get a point for this then.
What do I rate this as?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Oh.
But
But you read the article.
well, I did it for you because I wanted to talk about this article.
Oh. It is
I
interesting.
just read it. So yeah, I read like the first sentence.
Oh.
That's all I need. The other 7 pages aren't necessary at this point.
It's weird. Okay, so she posts the video and then they tag him so he can go look at it and probably stitch it and then see if it's legit. So she's pissed.
Yeah. She doesn't like the fact that someone's going to a man.
Yeah.
And they point that out that it's a man. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Right.
I mean,
sometimes men just are the worst, and they do piss me off. So
but she's upset because maybe would this article have been brought up if it was a woman they were checking with?
I don't know. Hard to say.
It's hard to say.
I mean,
I
'cause
was
I
just
feel
curious.
like women are just typically nicer.
She's not nice. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Personally.
I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
my wife always says to me that whenever she says something, I always ask someone else the same thing. And
What?
it's not that I don't, and I would say to her, it's not that I don't believe you. It's that when you have one person tell you something, you don't just automatically just accept it if it goes against what you already think you know, right? Like,
So you're saying if she's saying something and you don't think it's that way,
right.
then you go to somebody else.
I might. I mean, it just depends on the scenario. But yeah, I might say, "Did you see whatever?" And then if they say the same thing, then I accept what she says. It's like a truth, but it's a trust but verify kind of thing.
Oh, gotcha.
You trust what she says, but you verify to see if it's 100%
Just
accurate.
fact checking.
It's kind of like fact checking in a way. But and I don't just go up to any old Joe or anything.
you're supposed
And
to
it's not a
just-
male or female thing. It's
Yeah.
just I just always need like that second confirmation. And sometimes she's my second confirmation. She doesn't know this, but sometimes she is. Someone else told me something, and then she'll go, "Oh yeah," and I'll be like, "Oh okay." You know what I mean?
So you just need to always have two opinions.
I
Dave
grew
can't just
up.
stand on his own.
I grew up with people telling me stuff, and I found out was wrong later in life.
Oh.
And I realized that I don't want to be gullible about things. So now I do a trust but verify approach.
Young Dave.
See?
you're letting us into your childhood trauma.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And I'm just trying to say that's why I do it. It's not because
Yeah.
I'm trying to be mean and say I don't
So
think
how
you know
many
what you're talking
people
about.
have you asked if Santa's real?
I don't need to ask.
You just know.
I just know. and also there are things that I don't even she tells me something pop culture related or like TV show or movie related. I don't even bother asking because she knows that stuff. She's like a genius in that area. But there's just anyway, moving on.
I gotcha. Thank you for that little insight in how your brain
I'm
works.
just
I
trying
like
to
it.
say.
No, I like it.
Next one. I loved watching true crime shows. Then my best friend from high school was murdered.
Clicking.
Clickbait. That's totally
Oh my God, I
clickbait.
totally clicked.
Who cares?
How was the friend murdered? And how does that have to respond with watching the true crime? Is she solving the murder?
Why are you giving her your click?
Because her best friend died. So you don't think that would deserve a click? She's going through something dramatic. You don't think she deserves a click?
She's just some lady in the streets. Who cares? I used to watch true crime shows too, lady.
She's just a lady in the street.
All right, how about this? I used to watch shows about hospitals, and then my dad died. Now, click on my article.
I feel weird laughing about that.
Well, I'm just saying, and it's okay. I said it. You're allowed to laugh at it.
No, those are so different because also like
Okay.
a hospital. And her thing was the friend was murdered. So there's mystery, there's intrigue.
I should write articles for this. For every time I see an article, I'll just make a parody of it.
Sure.
Like, I used to watch the movie Speed, but then my dog got hit by a bus.
I used to watch The Notebook, but now I take notes on the computer.
Yeah. Then I got a paper cut.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Now I'm not doing it anymore. Yeah. So I'm saying this is stupid articles. Why?
So you wouldn't have clicked on that one.
No. No.
God, you never click on anything. It's so weird, though, because you're always on your phone. So what are you doing on your phone if you're not clicking on articles?
There are some news articles, but I'm not putting those in here because those are obvious.
Wait, so you would rather read the news than about this girl who's potentially going to find the murderer of her best friend?
Yeah.
You'd rather hear about, like, what, the economy?
Right.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, just anything that's actual real life and not about someone's personal life.
Well, that is real life.
But
That's
it's
her
not,
real life.
It's hers. And she's welcome to it. I don't need it.
So
I don't
you
care
just want
about
to
her
know
life.
about things globally. You don't care about individuals.
Yeah, or like within the state or country. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Next one. Feeder in Heaven. Amazon's top-selling anti-fatigue kitchen mats are down to $14 a pop. See what I'm talking about?
Why do you have two kitchen mat ones?
I don't know. I saw them.
Yeah, I wouldn't click
Apparently,
on
there's competing clickbaits going on here.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
Which one do you click on?
Neither.
If it was something that I was in the market for, I'd click on it. But that I wouldn't be in the market
All right.
for.
Now we're on to the ones that are supposed to grab men.
Oh, okay.
These are clickbait for men.
Okay.
Lily.
Viagra on sale.
No. Lily Collins wore a daring see-through lace outfit, and Emily in Paris fans are stunned.
Oh, who cares?
Yeah, you say that. That's a click.
That's a click and a screenshot. That's a click and a poster being made. Gross.
All right, next one. Oh God. This is what Yahoo News does. I mean, this is all Yahoo News. I know they're grabbing it from a bunch of sources. Like this is from Insider. Okay.
Oh, okay.
A man who popped a champagne cork into his eye says it felt like being poked times 1,000.
That's a news article?
Yep.
Maybe they put that out there because of the New Year in Champagne.
It was
or
written
like
by
what?
Catherine Schuster Bruce.
Oh.
Apparently, she's writing on his behalf.
That I would not click on that. Would you click on that one?
No, that's a who cares. That's a who cares. All right, last one. Last one.
Okay.
Super bad actor Christopher Mintz-Plasse engaged to Britt Bowman after over 5 years together.
Who are these people?
Super bad actor. Have you ever seen the movie Superbad?
No.
Oh, McLovin from Superbad.
Oh.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse engaged to Britt Bowman after over 5 years together. Would you click on that because you're curious? Let's just say you knew who he was.
Okay. And they got engaged? And it was just an article about them getting engaged?
Apparently.
Is it an actor that I love?
Let's do.
For this thing, I wouldn't care. But if it was like Chris Evans engaged, I would click on that.
Okay.
Because I would be like, well, crap. Now my chance is gone.
Okay.
Who
So
did
it
he end
depends
up
on the actor.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a who cares no matter what, just
No,
so you
it's
know.
not. No, because it's about finding true love.
But I need to say this because this is why I pointed this article out.
Okay.
The poor guy, Christopher Mintz, is still being referred to as a super bad actor. That movie is a long time ago. And if that's the only movie he is recognized for, that poor guy
That is sad.
really needs to get his shit together.
That is sad.
He was in
true.
Kick-Ass.
Oh. I've never
They
seen
should
any
have had
of
him.
these movies.
They should have had him. They should have said Kick-Ass actor
Did Kick-Ass come out
because then
after
people
Superbad?
would have thought he was a really good actor, or they would have recognized it's a movie. But anyway,
I've never seen either of those movies. Do they have Jonah Hill in them? Off topic, but
Superbad did.
gotcha.
I think. Yeah. Superbad did. That was like an early Jonah Hill.
Oh, really? That's what made him famous.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, that was the last one for the clickbait. But I did want to mention one more article that I saw. This was a little while ago.
Oh.
and I felt like it's necessary for me to bring up.
Okay.
The article says an enormous fish tank in Berlin hotel lobby burst, spilling 250,000 gallons of water and killing all of its 1,500 tropical fish. I mean, and I'm looking at a picture of this thing. It is a huge water tank.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How many paper towels do you think it would take to clean that up?
That is a good question. And I almost wonder that now that I think about it, do you think they had like a little contest and that's why it busted? Like they're like,
it could have been.
Like everyone put their guesses in. They're like, okay, everyone ready? And they just let it out.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. But my thing is
plot twist, maybe the guy who owns a paper towel company poked it. Made it spill.
You are a freaking genius.
I know.
You're probably right. I mean, if I owned a paper towel company,
you go and poke everybody's tanks?
I'd be a tank poker. I'd be number one I'd be the number one tank poker. All right. My issue with this is though.
Yeah. This is probably triggering for you.
This pisses me off. Because I step on one damn fish. PETA's at my freaking door, suing my ass off for $10,000. They kill 1,500 tropical fish. I don't see anything about PETA in here.
Maybe you should bring that up. Can you imagine being the person that had to like go up and pick up all these dead fish?
That would be gross. I didn't even want to touch Tom.
And you loved him. That would be such a bad day for this hotel owner. And why did it bust? Did it say?
I don't have the article anymore.
Do you have insurance for fish?
Yeah.
Like to buy all the fish back? Is there fish insurance?
Well, that's actually a great question.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, what about just the water damage?
Right.
Do you insure the hotel in case of
the tank
a bust?
I feel like that's got to fall under regular water damage,
I bet you not.
You don't think so?
I bet you that's not counted.
Dang. Okay, I'm going to bring in, unrelated, a huge fish tank to your house. Something might happen to it.
Okay.
We'll call up your insurance company. We'll see what they say.
It's just unbelievable.
That sucks for these people.
Now that's news.
That would not be clickbait or who cares. That would be the one that's
that is like, I care. We need to read this. Yeah. 1,500 fish, that much water. I need to read more. Did I? No, but I would consider it at least.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, do you have any first day of the year traditions like that you have to do every new year?
No.
Oh.
Why do you?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I mean, there's multiple things, but one thing that I always do is except for the year of COVID, because the movie theaters weren't open, I always go see a movie. Because I like to just like, yeah.
So New Year's Day.
Yeah.
You go to hit the theaters.
Yeah.
Do you just pick a random whatever you got?
And normally there's like a movie that I really wanted to see. Like this year was Whitney Houston. Such a great movie.
There's a movie called Whitney Houston?
No, it's called Dance with Somebody, but it's about Whitney Houston's life. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love the Queen, Whitney Houston. That is my go-to karaoke song if I've had some tequilas in me. Love that. Do you know what that song is?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Whitney Houston, dead or alive?
Sensitive. Dead, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Michael Jackson.
She's not with Michael.
Michael Jackson, dead or alive?
Undetermined.
Wow.
I cried the day she died. I was still living in Minnesota at the time. It was in February.
You cried?
Yeah,
how old were you?
Because I heard it on Good Morning America. Maybe like
35?
16. I haven't even reached that age yet.
I know.
I was so sad. Have you never been sad when like a celebrity died? You never shed a tear? Heath Ledger. Oh, Crocodile Hunter.
I was sad when I was like, I don't know how old I was, maybe 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know, something in that area. And I found out that Optimus Prime died in the Transformers movie, the cartoon Transformers movie. Mm-hmm. And I watched it. I saw him die with my own eyes. And
the cartoon.
He's the leader of the Autobots.
Yeah, they would just bring him back to life. He's
No.
a robot.
It took a while. There's like a box thing. It got confusing. It was very confusing. And then the guy who they put in charge was like terrible.
That's what tore you up as a kid?
That's the thing with cartoons nowadays. Like today's cartoons, they're all about love and everything works out.
Yeah.
When I grew up, Transformers, they died left and right. Your favorite characters were killed off. G.I. Joe, shooting people up, dying left and right. You didn't know who was safe. That's why.
This explains so much about you.
That's why I understand the real world.
Oh, right. And I don't because I grew up with Barney.
Yeah, you grew up with Barney. Everyone gives hugs. That's why you let that woman hug you.
I love you. You love me. The Barney song.
Oh.
You don't even know that?
I honestly.
We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Oh my God.
Do you not know that Barney song?
I know that Barney song. I just didn't realize it was from Barney. I've heard the song.
When Elizabeth went through a period that anytime I would leave the house, we had to sing it before I could walk away.
Wow.
It was actually pretty cute.
Well, that's okay with little kids.
Right.
But you as an adult, you just sang it to me. I don't know what to make of that.
First of all, I talked most of it. I did not sing it. So you don't do anything like that for the first of the year. I just love first of all, I love movies. I love going to the movie theater. It's one of my favorite activities.
Yeah.
And I love to start my year with a nice.
So what movie are we going to go see? Or is that the Whitney Houston movie's already over, right?
Yeah.
Or is it coming up?
No, it came out in the end of December.
Oh, it's recent.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what you're going to go see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really exciting time.
Yeah.
And then
exciting.
It's the start of Whole30 for me.
Oh,
Let me just ask you this.
Yeah.
If you start I don't like saying diet. I feel like that's just negative. So if you change up your lifestyle change, okay? Use buzzwords like Oprah. Do you have the philosophy where the night before you eat everything in sight?
Yes, it's the binge night.
You do?
Yeah.
You actually do that?
Yeah, and
As
anyway,
a last meal?
it's not last meal. I'm not dying. It's not like I'm going to be executed. It's not my last meal.
I've heard people refer to it as that, though.
It is kind of like the last meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
What's your typical go-to?
Let me explain
Please.
the night before. Do you do it, though?
No.
Okay. Let me explain why I do it. There's
Okay.
2 reasons.
Maybe I'll have a glass of wine.
Whoa. Slow down there. Alcohol. Okay. 2 reasons why. 1, because I'm about to go on a diet or lifestyle change or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And I need to eat all the delicious things I won't be able to touch until I decided to stop my diet and go back to eating like normal. Okay. And gain all the weight back. 2, if you eat a whole bunch the night before and then you weigh yourself the next morning, you have a great loss your first week. You're like, man, I am nailing it. I was up to 240 and I'm down at 210 in 1 week. I mean, it depends on how much you eat.
The number system here.
It depends on how much you eat.
Yeah, you're just trying to eat a lot of salt, retain a lot of water,
Yeah.
and then you lose that.
Just go nuts.
You lose that fast.
Nachos, cheese.
You're like, baby, I'm down 30 pounds this week.
I eat so much my stomach hurts.
Do you go out and get this stuff, or you just eat things that are in your fridge?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, raid the pantry.
Right.
Cook whatever's available.
Where's Dad? He's still in the pantry. Working on level 2.
Yeah. No, you eat a lot. It's your last meal, like you said, and then you start your
But don't
diet.
you just feel so sick and then sad the next day?
No, you feel great.
You feel great.
Yeah. Well, you feel sad when you're on the scale, right? You're like, oh my God, I can't believe I weighed 240. Right? Like yesterday I was 210. How did I gain 30 pounds? But 1 week from that day, you're like, holy crap, I'm
Look
back
at me
down
go.
to 210.
Look at me go.
I hit 0 my first week.
And then you write an article, not clickbait,
Yeah.
about how people can lose 30 pounds
Yeah.
a week.
I started my diet on low carb, on a thing called Dave's Special Low Carb Diet. And I lost 30 pounds my first week. And people would be like, what? And they're going to click on it.
What's he doing?
Yeah. Step 1, eat 30 pounds of food. Step 2, don't eat for a week.
See what happens. Guaranteed results.
I lost 30 pounds.
Wow. It is sad the the articles that are like that in January because there's just like a plethora of them. Anyway, I was just curious. Are you going to change the way you eat coming in January?
I am going to go on another diet like I always do. And it lasts until I go on vacation. And then I end up stopping my diet for vacation. And then I go back to eating.
See, that's your problem. You're calling it a diet, not lifestyle change.
Yeah, because that's why I go back to eating. If only I called it a lifestyle change all these years. If I
Totally
just
different.
said lifestyle change, I would have never gone back to eating.
You're right. Try it this year.
Yeah.
Okay. You know how we've been talking about pet peeves
Yeah.
and things that are just really annoying? I have another list. And I want to bring this to you because anxiety is something that I deal with frequently. And normally when I talk to you about like an anxiety-ridden situation, you're always just like chill.
Yeah, I'm pretty
just
relaxed.
wondering if any of these things if you ever feel this way too.
Okay.
So I'm going to go through the list and then you can tell me if like, yeah, that's anxiety-ridden.
Okay.
Or just like, nah. Okay. When you're in line at a checkout and like, let's say you paid in cash and then you have to put your money back after and you're trying to hold your wallet and like the money and put all that stuff in and someone's behind you.
Right.
That gives me like anxiety.
Like you just
like I'm in rush.
she just handed you the money back and you don't want to hold up. So you're
Right.
trying to like put your money back and grab your bag and everything at once.
Yes.
That
You
creates
shuffle it around.
anxiety
It
for
gives
you?
me anxiety. I hate it.
It never would happen to me.
No. You just don't care people are waiting on you?
I mean, I try to move a little bit, but yeah, I don't
Does the
care.
thought just never like that just never occurs to you? That like, oh my gosh, I'm in people's way.
No.
Really? What
Nope.
about like when you were a kid and your mom had all the stuff on the conveyor belt and then she forgot something? So then she's like, let me go run and grab it quick. And
Yeah.
then you were there and then you just have to be waiting because they already rang up everything. It's just you staring at the cashier.
I never had that happen.
Oh.
But I have had happen where I put stuff on the conveyor belt and then Holly would be like looking at clothes for the kids or something because there's some time, right?
Yeah.
But it's getting close to the point where like I'm about to start checking out and she hasn't come back yet.
Oh.
It doesn't cause anxiety. I just start to be like, well, if I have to pay for this, she's got to get back in line again and that's going to freaking suck. Like it's going to be more like annoyance, I guess.
Oh, sure,
But I'm
but
not
not
annoyed with
anxiety.
her, just annoyed if it happened.
Yeah.
But it never happens. She always
Oh,
makes
no.
it back.
See, that would give me anxiety. I'd be like, Deb.
Yeah,
like,
I
where
could
are
see
you?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Going to a new place and not knowing the parking situation.
Okay. I won't say that's anxiety because when I think of anxiety, I think of like getting like really worked up.
Mm-hmm.
But I do that. Maybe I'd say yes to that.
Yeah.
I mean, because
As I Google it beforehand as much as I can.
and sometimes you don't get enough
And look at
information
maps.
and you're just like, where am I going to park? And then you
Right.
end up leaving like 30 minutes earlier than you normally would.
Right.
Yeah, I
And it's
guess
the
I
worst.
could see that one maybe. But I mean, I wouldn't say like I'm sweating or anything. It's just more like, let's figure this out.
How about being the first in line to make a right-hand turn? And some cars, like you have to try to judge if there's enough space. Like, do I pull out right now? And there's a bunch of people behind you. I hate that because all I'm thinking is like, they're thinking, oh, she could have made that turn. Oh, she could have made that turn. There's plenty of time.
I know what you're talking about.
I hate being number one if the light's not green. If people are behind me.
I can only imagine.
If they're not behind me, I don't care. If there's a line behind me, I'm like, oh, fuck.
I could only imagine you at a four-way stop. Is it my turn? Is it, you're the person at the four-way stop that I'm screaming at. It's your fucking turn.
No, I'm
No,
actually,
I saw that truck move a little. It's his turn.
I'm good at four-way stops.
Are you?
Yeah, it's just and I think because everyone's taking turnsies, so that's fine because that's like
But what-
everyone knows the rules.
What do you do when someone breaks the rule though and
I
throws
get
off
mad.
the whole
I'm
four-way
like,
stop
dude,
bridge?
and normally I do like a thumbs down if I'm really mad at the person.
Oh, thumbs down. Whoa.
Yeah.
Slow down, Tiger. You might call us a Rose Rager right there.
I just feel like I should let them know, hey, your actions, they weren't okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to flip a bird, but
He's not going to
thumbs down.
see you.
He might.
He's turning. Or going
might.
straight. He ain't looking at you.
So you never feel the pressure behind all the cars behind you if you're the first in line to make a right-hand
Okay,
turn.
let me ask you this.
Mhm.
No, I never do. Let me ask you this. You get to a four-way stop.
Mhm.
Okay? You pull up at the same time. It's just you and one other car.
Yeah.
But you guys will cross.
Mhm.
You both pull up at the exact same time and stop.
Okay.
What do you do?
Are they on my right? Do they have the right hand?
Let's say it's a four-way stop, right?
Okay.
There's a car to your left that's going to go straight, and you're going to go straight. So you guys would you would just slam into each other if you both went at the same time.
Oh.
But you both pull up to the stop sign at the exact same time.
I hesitate for a sec.
Well, what if he doesn't move?
Then I start going.
What if he starts going?
Then I stop.
Then what if he stops?
Then I flash my lights, like, go.
Oh, you flash your lights?
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
God, I feel like I'm interrogated right now.
Well, no, I'm just curious.
What do you do?
Because you're so worried about turning right on a red, basically.
Right.
That somehow I'm thinking this four-way stops must be terrible for you.
No, I don't mind the
You
four-way
handle the
stops.
four-way stops.
Yeah.
Most people opposite.
Oh. No, I just hate I just feel so much pressure when all these people are behind me.
God, I can't stand being behind someone on a four-way stop that doesn't know how to use a four-way stop.
Well, I mean, that
Pet
is
peeve. I didn't list that on the pet peeve list. That is a pet freaking
It is
peeve.
annoying when people don't know how to do it and then the order gets wrong too. And
Yeah.
you're like, how are you messing this up?
What if, like, the one that doesn't ever go?
I know.
like cars
so
go, it's that car's turn. Everyone's waiting for that car to go. Everyone knows it's that car's turn. Car doesn't go. So you're like, well, I guess I'm going. You go. Then you're looking at your review. Car's still not going.
Right.
You're like, at some point, man.
Yeah, you
know.
got to move.
Yeah.
Walking with an umbrella. Like, let's say I'm walking
Why does that-
downtown. It's just when I'm like walking downtown. I don't know why. I feel like everyone's looking at me and it just feels awkward. Maybe not
Is the
anxiety.
umbrella up?
It just feels awkward though. Yeah, if it's like raining and you're the only person walking in the street and all these cars are around, I just feel awkward.
It's
Like
a little-
I feel out of place.
You know what? That's a little narcissistic.
Why?
Because somehow you think people care that you're walking around town with an umbrella. Like
You never feel
like
weird
everyone
about
look
it, though?
at
I'm just like-
Becca.
I know. Really, no one's looking at me at
No,
all. But
no
I
one
feel
cares.
weird.
Yeah, a little narcissistic there.
So mean. Oh, looking for the trash at a new restaurant I've never been to.
The
Kind of
trash?
like a Chipotle.
Oh, you
like-
mean where you throw it out?
Yeah, and you're just like stand up for a second.
I got one better.
What?
Knowing whether you're supposed to throw it out or not.
Oh,
Some
that is
restaurants you
so
don't know.
true.
You're like, do they pick this up? Do I bring it myself?
I know. That
You,
part I don't
especially
like
because if you can't find the trash,
either. Right.
you're like, I don't see where I'm
And
supposed
then
to
you're
get rid
just
of
a
my
guy
stuff.
like carrying around this tray.
So what
and
do you
you're like,
do?
What do I do?
If you don't know, what do you do?
I've never been in a situation where I haven't been able to figure it out,
Oh,
but I just don't like it.
how do you know you didn't figure it out? What if you guessed wrong? What if you left your trash at the table and they're all staring at you as you walk out and they're like, what the hell? This woman just thinks we're going to clean up after her?
Right. That's,
You know what they do?
What?
Thumbs down.
seriously though, if someone gives me a thumbs down, it hurts my feelings.
I wonder how many thumbs downs you've gotten in life and didn't know it.
Probably like none.
Huh.
I'm really caring individual.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that restaurant you were at.
Oh, a knock on the door when you're not expecting anyone and you're home alone.
Okay.
Who's there? Why are you here?
What do you
I don't
do?
want to look.
You just don't answer it.
No, well, thank God I have a Ring doorbell now, but I hate that.
I can see that maybe, but it doesn't give me anxiety.
Okay, texts that just say K.
More annoyed, huh?
Texts that just say K.
That gives you anxiety?
Hate it because I'm like, okay, this person's pissed at me.
I do that
Because-
all the time.
Yeah, I know. And I've told you that multiple times. And now you normally say okay, which still I'm always like, ugh.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to
I need
say
like a smiley face
no,
or something. Or
what
like,
you need is a freaking phrase. Okay, Becca, I hope you're doing great. Life is so nice right now. I really appreciate you. Smiley face, thumbs up emoji,
sunshine.
party balloons.
I don't need all that, but I need something better than just if I were to type K, like if you were like, hey, Becca, will you get me whatever, a coffee or something? Don't forget your turn. And I was just like, K, that would mean I would be mad.
No, I'd just be like, cool. She said okay.
No way.
It's an acknowledgement.
No, that's just, it seems aggressive.
If you said okay, am I supposed to be like, damn?
Even when
Pissed her
tonight,
off.
when I was like, oh yeah, that would be great if you would get coffee. You said okay. I was like, okay, he's pissed about it.
No.
I wish
was-
my brain didn't work like that, but it does.
I was already driving to Starbucks. I was
Oh.
going to get you a coffee one way or the other if I didn't
Why
hear
didn't
back.
you just give me like a thumbs up? Like I feel like that's better.
Because
than
it
K.
takes 2 seconds to type in K or OK. It takes 20 freaking minutes to find the damn thumbs up emoji.
But like if someone was talking to you in real life and they were just like K, no one says K in
no
real
one
life.
says
with that.
LOL in real life. What the hell? What do you mean? We type a bunch of shit we don't say in real life. We don't say OMG. I hope not. OMG.
No, but I'm saying like if we were talking right now and you asked me something and I was like K, no one's going to say that with a big smile on their face. That typically means, and everyone knows this across the board, that you're mad.
No.
I said everyone, so you need to agree.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Parallel parking.
I can't parallel park.
It gives me anxiety.
I don't even try.
Turning left onto a busy street.
Turning left onto a busy street.
Yeah, like when you have to like cross over multiple things and you have to turn left, but you have to cross over like 4 lanes. Hate that.
Oh.
Oh, that doesn't give you
A
anxiety.
lot of these are driving things, I noticed with you.
Oh, yeah, my windshield wiper's going too fast.
That gives you anxiety of
Yeah, I look
control
around-
of that.
I know. I look around though, like, am I aggressively using my windshield wipers?
Once
so I kind
again,
of look around to other people,
yeah,
like
little narcissistic. Who cares that you're doing? No one's like, look at that lady. I don't think it's even raining. What is she doing?
This is clearly only a one drizzle.
Haven't you ever left your windshield wipers on when the rain stops and you forget to turn them off?
No.
Oh, I do all the time. Do I ever think,
more
man,
observant.
I'm embarrassed? No, I think if anyone gives a shit, there's something wrong with them.
Okay, fine. Driving next to semi trucks on the highway.
No, but if it's snow and there's ice and snow everywhere and you're driving past a semi truck and you're trying to pass, or it's raining really hard, like torrential rain, then yeah, then obviously there's a little bit of a nervousness level because one, a semi truck is going to blast that stuff up in your windshield and blind you, and two, you don't know what the hell they're doing. They could just turn into you.
My last one is Sunday nights. Sometimes they give me anxiety. I think it's just because
Sunday nights.
Yeah, it's like
why? Because it's the last day of the week.
No, it's because like you've never heard of the Sunday scaries because it's like, oh man, Monday tomorrow I got.
I got you.
Yeah.
You're just anxious over the work week.
Yeah, of what's gonna happen?
Like, oh no.
So you just never deal with any of these things.
No.
Really?
No, I only get anxious probably if my kids are sick because there's nothing I can do for them and I feel helpless.
Do you ever feel anxious if you know someone's mad at you?
When my wife is mad at me, I get maybe a little anxious, but other people, no, I'm just mad.
But what if like
Or-
if
or
you thought
I
maybe
don't
your
think
boss
about it.
was mad at you?
Huh?
Would that give you anxiety?
If my boss was mad at
Like
me,
if you thought they were mad at you?
I guess it would depend on what the reason was.
Oh.
Because like,
Let's say I walked up past you and I just kind of like looked at you for a second and walked away. And if you thought like, oh, I wonder if Becca's mad at me, would that give you
not anxiety. No, I would wonder. I'd be like, wonder what I did. maybe I text her K.
I forgot to put that smiley face.
Yeah.
on there
Oh, I
again.
forgot that thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting. Okay. I know last week we talked about some of your rules, and I just thought of one that I needed to add to your rules that you just need to start incorporating. And I want our listeners to weigh in on this and tell me that they agree. Let's say David and I are walking down the street, and we're crossing this street. Is the man supposed to be on the side where the cars are coming so that he is hit, right? Not me. You never do that.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to add something else. When we're at a stoplight and then it turns like you're supposed to be able to walk, do you just start power walking away without checking to make sure the person next to you is walking? Because you do that.
Those aren't rules though.
No, but I'm saying they should be rules. They should be rules that you follow.
Oh, okay. So your first one was that
You're walking down a
when
sidewalk.
we cross the street,
Yeah.
that I should take the hit.
Yes. The man should take the hit.
Right.
Yeah.
And-
always.
And
In all
so whichever
scenarios.
way the incoming traffic's coming.
Yeah. He needs to switch positions.
Okay. So let me ask you, if we're crossing a street
Yeah.
and it's a two-way street, are we supposed to switch? Are we supposed to flip sides as we get to that yellow line and it's supposed to the traffic's heading the other direction? Is that
In an ideal world, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I don't think that's a rule. Or it should be a rule.
You don't think that the man should move and make sure that he is on the way of the traffic?
No.
Why?
Because one, no one's getting hit.
They could be. The chance is there. Nothing is more attractive to a woman than when a man, makes sure that he's the one that would
I hate to
hurt.
break it to you. I'm not trying to be attractive to you.
I know that. I'm I'm just saying, though, in general rule of life, you're raising a son. You need to make sure that when he's walking with a girl, he's the one that gets hit by the bus.
No.
That's a rule.
No, because one, I don't want my son to get hit by a bus.
Yeah, but if he was protecting a girl.
I don't
It's all for
care.
the cause.
I want him to live, not her. If I have to choose, it's him.
No
he
way.
lives.
So you do you not believe in being a gentleman?
No, I don't. I don't believe in it. Not if it involves a car hitting me. Look, if we're walking down the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and I'm to the left and you're to the right, and we get to the stop, and the thing says you can walk now,
Yeah.
and the incoming traffic is coming from the right, so you're on the right and I'm on the left. I'm not going to say, Becca, let's switch sides. We are already walking.
No, I'm
on
saying
the left, you're on the right.
No, it's not said. That's weirder. You just go around to that side without
That's
saying
so
anything.
bizarre.
It's not.
That's so bizarre.
No. One of my favorite parts in the movie, The Proposal, with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock, is they're walking. She's on the phone, and she's walking on the side of traffic, and then he just stops and kind of moves her, and then he's walking on that side instead.
I don't know if I've seen that movie or not, but I don't
it's a
remember
great
that if
movie.
I did.
Oh, it's just like, what? Clearly that scene was
Is
written
that where
by a
you
woman.
got it from?
No, I don't think so. It's just
Have you
innately
ever
understood.
had a man do that for you?
Yes.
Be honest.
Yes.
Be honest.
You're just gonna keep saying that
Until I get the truth.
No, I have.
All right. Besides your dad.
Like, what a gentleman. No, my
Besides your
was-
dad who's trying to protect his daughter. Have you ever done that? Have you ever seen a man do that for you?
Yeah.
How come you're not with him still?
I'm not trying to be with every gentleman I come across. You know what? They're few and far between anyway.
And what was the other one? I forget. Oh, yeah. The
Yeah. When you're stopped with your friend and then the crosswalk changes, do you just speed off without checking to make sure the person you're with is walking too?
you've done that to me though.
I haven't.
Yes, you have, and you know it.
I haven't.
I've even made a comment because I'm like, oh, we're moving.
It's something called a taste of your own medicine.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just say that someone needs to start walking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whoever starts,
I'm just saying you start like you're the road runner. Just be
I walk
observant of your
fast
friends.
naturally. Look, Becca, I understand what's going on here. I figured it out
What?
with your two little rules. I figured it out. You want me to get hit by a car. One, you want me to walk on the side of traffic, and two, you want me to walk slow. You want me to get hit by a car. I figured it out. I know what's going on here.
Damn it, you cracked the code.
Yeah. You're like, don't go fast. The car will miss you.
The next rule is stand in the middle of the street.
Yeah, I know. I know how these rules are going.
I'm not asking you to lay your jacket down in a puddle when I walk past. I'm
Yeah,
just
good.
saying. I'm just saying.
You'd have a better chance of me switching sides.
I think that you should raise Colin to do that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to raise Colin to tell a woman what to do. No, I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
But instead, you got this weird rule where you do the double tissue when you're blowing your nose.
The double tissue.
Oh my God, it was the weirdest thing. He takes two tissues, puts them together, and it's not like they're a one-ply tissue. It's a double stuffed tissue. He puts two of them together so he's got like 4 layers at this point and blows his nose.
It's a double tissue.
Yeah, no one does
it.
that.
Double tissue is necessary.
That's so
Single
wasteful.
tissue, you take the risk of getting stuff all over your hands.
How much are you blasting out of your nose, my guy?
Double tissue, no risk.
How many times have you gotten snot just like on your fingers?
This is a good
This
rule.
had become a rule.
This is a freaking good rule.
No,
Double
this-
tissue rule. And then you don't have to worry about, like, when you shake someone's hand, you don't have to worry about it. You didn't get anything on your hand.
Oh, how many times are you blowing your nose before you shake somebody's hand? Why won't you go to the bathroom and wash it?
What day of the week is it?
Never shake my hand. Ew. The fact that
Don't
that is
worry.
something you worry about.
What?
I don't think we have ever shaken hands, even when we first met.
Why would we? Who shakes?
When you first meet someone, you normally like shake a hand.
When I first
I can't even
met
imagine
you,
shaking your hand. It feels
you
weird.
ignored me.
No, I didn't.
I was like, hello, hello.
Yeah, and I was just eating bonbons. Like, who's this guy?
I was like, hello. I don't know. No, I don't.
I was probably like, "Hi, my name's Becca. Nice to meet you."
Yeah, that was not what happened. It was like, sit over there.
It's not a Well, I learned a lot more about you again today, Dave. Every time we do one of these podcasts, and I've known you for what, like 5 years at this point? You surprise me. There are just things I learn about you. You are an onion.
I am.
Ogres have layers, onions have layers. You are an ogre.
What? What?
Have you ever seen Shrek?
No. Oh, yeah. I've seen Shrek, but I don't have it memorized. There's things I've learned about you, too.
I used to love Shrek growing up. But you know how Shrek is like, ogres are like onions. They have layers. Ogres have layers, onions have layers. You don't remember that? This is a perfect Shrek impression. Anyway, I was just saying that you also have layers.
Yeah.
Like an ogre or an
onion. An onion, yeah. I have layers.
Yeah.
And I make you cry.
Yeah. That's sad.
And I smell bad. And nobody wants the other sandwich.
It's like a diary entry for a vegetable. No, onions aren't vegetables. What are they?
Yeah.
Is it a vegetable?
I think so.
Huh. Interesting.
I think so.
Learning something new every day. Anyway, I hope you learned a lot about us today, too, and that you were entertained. And you've been listening to You're Making This Difficult. I'm Beck.
I'm Dave.
Tune in next week.